Well, all parked up. 5:05 in the morning. Getting one of these stupid ones out the way for private land, so let's see how close we can get to it, and we'll have a gander. Not holding much hopes, but so we'll have a go anyway. Let's see where we get to. Well, been walking about 15 minutes now. Car's back over that direction. Oh, still not. Well, I mean, I'm still on the public footpath, but I don't know how much further, but a bit further along up here I've got to head off over to that way, and of course it looks like it's all that sort of stuff, unless of course I come across a path what is, you know, which is meant to be there, or where other people have walked, because it's telling me the Ethel's over that way. Probably still a distance, probably well, I don't know, half a mile or probably more, I don't know. So I don't know. We'll go a bit further so I get past this mound here, and then I'll look across and see if I can see anything in the distance, or that way, I don't know. I know whatever route I've got, I haven't, well, I don't think anybody else has come down this route. It doesn't look familiar from the videos I've been watching, so I don't know. I'll find out. I mean, I think I've watched three videos on it, and all three of them bagged somewhere different, because they said that was the closest they could get. I did watch a video where somebody did, well, I assume she climbed over a fence or a wall or something, because she went right up to where the Ethel is. So I don't know, but I certainly won't be doing that. I mean, I don't mind walking through a gate or an hole in the wall or an hole in a fence or something, but I ain't climbing over stuff. Not at my time of age. I'm doing this for the fun of it. Well, when I say the fun of it, I mean I'm doing it for the sake of getting out. I'm certainly not doing it to make sure I touch every single thing bang on. I know it's a challenge, and I know that's what people use it for, but I'm basically using the 95 Ethels just to give me an excuse to go out every weekend, or most weekends, depending on circumstances. But right, I'll start looking now. Look at my OS map again and see if I'm anywhere near where I need to move over. So, right, I shall bring you back in a bit. Well, it took me, what was it, about 50 minutes to get as close as what I could do. The trig is just the other side of that wall there. I mean, it's down from the wall a bit, so you can't see it from here, but when you're up that way and look across, you can see it. But so I got as close as I could. So the airfield's over there. That is the top corner of the airfield. So time to make my way back to the car now. Go down here so far and then bear across again. This sort of stuff I was walking across wasn't too bad. You could pick your way through the thick stuff, so it didn't take too long. So I've got to go back up to that ridge over there, down the other side to the footpath, and then walk back that way. Oh, I suppose really you could walk this way, because this cart track, or whatever you want to call it, goes round the corner there and off up that way. But I don't want to walk all that way, then find out that it don't take me where I need to go. So yes, that was another one done. Oh dear. So yes, nice and early. I just didn't know how I was going to get to this, because not what I've walked over is nothing like what everybody else did. I'm just trying to find now which one it actually was. According to that, I've only walked half a mile, well, just over half a mile, so I don't know. I can't remember if it was Burham or Durham. Durham Edge. Durham Edge. Abney Moor. So, another one done. Let's cross him off, haven't I? Some views over there. But sun's trying its best to come out. Look, there's a slight bit of breeze, but nothing brilliant, you know. I mean, it's out, you can feel the breeze when you're up here, sort of thing, but when you drop down the other side out of the way, there's not a lot of breeze at all. There's also not a lot of sun. And it said the sun's supposed to be out from bloody like 5:30ish, but never mind. Right, I'll bring you back when I get back over that ridge and back onto the proper footpath. Here we go. Burham Edge trig point. Not gonna hang about. So that's that one trigged and bagged. The original plan was to park down there, but I couldn't. So here's a 360. Of Burham Edge. There's the trig. There's the plate for the gliding club. Or whatever. Right. That was nice. First one of the day. I think it's Durham hedge. A Durham hedge. Not sure, can't remember. But never mind. Well, those trees there in the corner are the corner of the airfield, and if you follow the wall up right to the top of the mound, you can the trig is just over that side there. So when I'm back on this mound here, I've just got to work my way back down that side there to get back to the main footpath. So it's not too bad. I mean, walking through this stuff is, well, literally 15 minutes maximum at my pace. So right, I'm just going to see if I can get it on my phone and see if I can zoom in so you can see the trig, and then I'll put that video up if I can get to it. Right, the trig is just there. I don't know if that's what you call it, because they zoomed in, it makes my finger look a bit weird as well. So, but the trig is there. You can just see it over the what you call it. But if I zoom in, you can't. You can't see it properly. Case of a cheap phone, isn't it? But that's where it, well, you can just see it now. So yes, there it is. Well, there we are, back down. Just come down that lot. It's not too bad. Public footpath goes that way somewhere, goes round that way. But there also is a stile over there to go over the big wall. And I'm back on this path, walking back this way to the car. Whew. Wasn't too bad, that. Didn't stop that many times, to be honest. It's not that bad of a route. I mean, the breathing got a bit higher, but I didn't stop because of the steam train. I stopped a couple of times to do video, but that was the only reason I'd stopped. So it shows it's a fairly easy walk this way if I can do it without needing to stop because of my breathing. It ain't that bad, but sun's gone again, as you can see. He's over there. I mean, he's only behind the clouds, but there is lots and lots of cloud. I ain't got a clue what's over in which direction, so I can't tell you any, and I wouldn't know them if I could. Anyway, a hill is a hill to me. If there's somewhere at the top of it I need to go to, then I go to it. You can just see in the distance there two like X-shaped pieces of wood sticking up. That is a style for going on a public footpath, but that public footpath is the wrong side of the private land to get anywhere near the trig point. If you stay on this big massive, you know, ground here, but just as you come in, I think you come up and down a couple of dips, and then when you come to this big dip, and you can see that stile over there, I went to the bottom of the dip and then just followed like a sheep track to the top of the ridge, and then down the other side. And when you get down the other side, there's another track like this, and it takes you straight up into the corner of the private field where the trig is. So I mean, I saw somebody walking along that over that stile sort of thing. Well, they came towards this way over the stile, and the path they were walking along the field was miles, or well, not miles away, but you know what I mean, it was a good distance away from the trig. So if you want to get as close to the trig as possible, you want to be this side of the private field and go right up to the corner. But oh, that's another bit of a landmark there. If you come along this path, you see that pond there. When you see that pond on your right hand side, get to the bottom there, this bottom of this little dip, and then work your way left over the top of the ridge, and you'll see a wall for the private field and a gate, which says private, no access. And then, like I say, there's a track along the side of the wall. Just walk all the way up to the top corner, and you're about, I don't know, 100 feet away from the trig. Right, I'll get back to the car. Well, like you say, Yasmin, the bench is here for a reason. This one is what? In loving memory of W.M.H. Redfern. This was home. So, as you can see, it comes with a view. Sun behind the cloud again, typical. It wasn't when I was walking down this path to get to this thing. So I'll round this video up here. So I've only got to go over to the stile there, the car's there.